Ever since this scene in Ghost Protocol, the Mission Impossible movies have lived and died by the strength of their stunts and set pieces. And by that logic, Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning has some of the franchise's very best action moments. Meanwhile, the plot itself and many of the dialogue scenes between the spectacle are much more hit or miss. You may have even heard that the first hour of The Final Reckoning is a bit of a slog, with a lot of exposition and franchise callbacks, mostly set in dingy underground rooms, with an overarching conflict and antagonist from the previous film, various story and character setups that need to be paid off before this movie could move forward on its own, and a borderline recap for anyone that decided to sit Dead Reckoning out. And I can almost see where the comparisons to Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker are coming from. This feels like a movie that very nearly stumbles over its obligation to complete the narrative arc it's already on, while also acting as a culmination to a 30-year multi-movie cinematic saga. But if this really was The Rise of Skywalker, that entire first act of dense exposition would have been revealed in a Fortnite special event. The Final Reckoning is a movie, damn it, capital M, with one of our craziest and most committed movie stars at the helm, and a collaborator in director Christopher McQuarrie that fully enables his most reckless tendencies. As someone who loves this franchise wholeheartedly and the filmmaker's commitment to giving audiences experiences worthy of the biggest screens in the world, I was just a kid in a candy shop. Not only was this submarine sequence tense and haunting in its isolation and darkness, just a riveting short film in the middle of this blockbuster. This biplane chase is the showstopper. They saved the best for last. I was gasping, smiling, wincing, and this is the high you're left on. It's just so awesome. Also, this might be the most physically committed we've ever seen Tom Cruise. Has one man been more locked in? It was always going to be hard to top some of the franchise's strongest entries. Mission Impossible Fallout is still the benchmark in my eyes. But if that was the climax, and Dead Reckoning was the falling action, I think The Final Reckoning served as a suitable epilogue to one of the finest cinematic dynasties in the history of modern blockbuster storytelling. Beyond the callbacks, references, and clip show of it all, it's still got it where it counts. You know, this movie would have been an easy 5 stars if Vanessa Kirby had just returned.